We spend a large portion of our lives trying to avoid pain in the form of healing it, whether that be through numbing ourselves, rejecting it, judging it, vibrating higher, banishing it, manifesting different realities. And yet nothing seems to bring about the permanent shift that we're after. It only provides us a temporary solution.
Yeah, I'm sure you can relate to that, and we can definitely relate to that. Like we've for many years experimented with so many different ways of trying to heal and fix and think positive and all these different avenues, which really, unbeknownst to us and unbeknownst to people in general on the spiritual path, are just merely temporary solutions, and they mask the symptoms of our pain. They don't really go down to the root cause, the root center of our suffering, and that center of our suffering remains untouched.
Ultimately, you can't heal something until you allow yourself to feel it. It's very much like in somatic experiencing, where they have a term called titration, or even hermetic exposure, if we go further back, where in exposing yourself to small amounts of something, you build a certain tolerance and inoculation to it, and that will allow you to be more resilient when you're exposed to a larger amount of whatever it is we're being inoculated against. In the case of our emotions, in the case of our pain, whatever it is that we feel that we're not quite ready to experience, if we allow small amounts to come in, we will realize and gain through experience the confidence and the courage to continue being exposed to it, realizing that, oh, actually, it's okay, it doesn't kill me, I'm still here. That which I really am can't be killed or destroyed by whatever it is that I'm afraid of being exposed to.
Yeah, that's so true. But how do we feel this pain? How do we practically feel it to heal it, as the expression goes? How do we process and feel this pain in order to truly digest it? Well, what we have found through experience and what we have seen as worked and as long-lasting and deep and truly makes soul deep changes within us is the path of inner work. And in particular, we recommend self-love, inner child work, and shadow work. And we've created premium journals for these paths of inner work, and you can find them linked to below in the description. And we also recommend something called the SAW technique. And this is a technique we've created in the past to help metabolize this undigested pain that's in the body that you can experience and work through in the present moment. And SAW stands for stop, observe, allow, and rest. And you can watch it and you can learn more about it in the video that we've linked to below in the description.
All these are great techniques of self-help, really, of creating a space to allow yourself to explore and experience certain aspects of yourself. But then there's a very thin line and a very slippery slope with also getting lost in something like self-improvement, which may sound similar, but when you're improving toward a certain point, a certain ideal state of how you'd like to experience things or how would you like to be, you, by the very nature, by the very doing of that, you are ignoring, you're rejecting a certain experience in this moment. It's like, oh, what I'm experiencing right now, it shouldn't be here, or it's not good to experience it, it's too painful. So maybe if I develop this, or maybe if I change in that way, I will not have to experience this pain. And that's that big pitfall, that big risk that lies in improving for the sake of improving.
Yeah, that's so true. It's a rejection of what you're what you're experiencing. That's where the slippery slope is. To, instead of facing and feeling this pain, to try and fix or improve or get rid of it. And that's where it brings to mind the quote of Rumi, who, the mystical Sufi poet Rumi, who once wrote, "These pains you feel are messengers, listen to them." And he also wrote, "The cure for pain is in the pain." And that's the key to understand here. Your pain itself holds within it the seeds of its own healing. Your pain is the way. Your pain is the path forward.